The spade is underrated, but really situational. It's weird how this weapon rarely gets talked about. This thing deserves the spotlight, and the spotlight it will. So, what are we waiting for? Let's dig in. The spade is a tool with a sharp edge, typically a rectangular metal blade and a long handle, used for digging or cutting earth and other stuff. It was also used by sappers in the Napoleonic Wars, used to entrench their fortification, hence why we have it here. Press F to entrench barricades, which increases the health of barricades by 40 health. It will also resist a lot of damage from shamblers and less but still sturdy against runners. However, you have to build the remaining 40 health of the barricade with the hammer. The spade itself is kinda weak, but it has a thrust. But it can only penetrate 3 zombies, and the shove is gone. However, you can push zombies attacking the barricade by thrusting behind it. And according to the wiki, you can stun zombies by headshotting them. Wow, really? That is sure going to be useful, right? Interesting, right? No shove, less damage, and a weaker headshot. I was skeptical as well when this was added. Why are they removing the sapper's most useful ability with a slightly more healthy barricade via entrenching? Believe it or not, this slightly healthy gimmick is nothing to scoff at. With a little pizzazz on your barricade and a little more beating like Asia's parenting, you have a wall that lasts 20% longer than a normal barricade. Unless a bomber blew it up or something. Yeah, that's one of its weakness. But it does something that other primaries cannot do. If you have entrenched barricades close together, the barricades in the back that can be entrenched can survive from the explosion. Amazing, right? Yeah, that rarely happens. There's no reason for you to have buildings this close together. But if you did accidentally do that, at least the buildings in the back will somehow survive. But anyways, enough of that. Let's talk strategy. Always entrench every barricade with the spade. And if I mean every barricade, I mean every barricade. Do not ignore your teammates' barricades. For barricades are for your team's benefit. So, having all barricades entrenched would be beneficial for the team. Also, if you are being attacked by zombies left and right while entrenching, I suggest just keep repairing. It is not worth entrenching unless they are pushed back or eliminated. Also, despite the stats saying you cannot entrench indoors, it is inconsistent since you can entrench in some parts just fine. So, try to test places you think you can entrench. How about the spade itself? It's not good, right? Is it terrible? Is it better as a defensive item only? And I am better off using crowd control melees and the shove? I guess. I mean, I won't say so. But even if the shove and the CC is more useful, I think the spade makes up for it with its consistent damage and support. And it's just really fun anyway, since it provides the sapper a different playstyle. Let me explain. The most powerful item in the game right now, believe it or not, is you. Your legs specifically. Why? The zombies are slow, and you walk faster. Learn the maps, and you could possibly survive. However, you have one thing that can compete with you: the runner. Alone, sappers are doomed by runners unless they have the spade or caltrops. The downswing or the thrust is really fast. So fast in fact, you can bash runners coming to you. Unless they are viral runners. By that case, hit them twice. Also, faster thrust means faster saves. So make use of that. Despite being weakest in crowd control, it can still penetrate to 3 zombies. And since its thrust is fast, it is still effective in clearing them off. The side swing is fine, but the upswing is rarely usable and is best used when moving, since it can potentially stun zombies. But you are better off using the thrust after that. For not only is the upswing really slow, and having an incredibly weak headshot, it is also a gamble if it will or will not stun. I am starting to think the wiki is gaslighting me. Now, you can stand behind your walls to stun shamblers, runners, and zappers. However, the stun is shorter than a normal shove, but it is still good as a shove alternative since it can damage. It's only terrible against zappers. It turns out when you push them, they will seriously attack immediately. Just keep attacking them until they're gone. Also, fighting zappers with the spade is ridiculously faster than the saber. Like seriously, look! Now for the Zavalry. Yes, I call them that. No, I am not going to say Zurasir, and ironically. Do not be afraid to parry their attacks with the thrust, for it is fast. Attack them if they swung their sword. Also, the spade is not a heavy weapon. It cannot pierce armor. This also means it cannot headshot. So, aim for the arms or legs. But to be honest, you really have no business dueling them in the first place. Also, good news. As I was making this video, they are buffing the spade, making Zavalry unable to pierce entrenched barricades. Now, devs, while you are at it, give these two interesting interaction with the Zavalry. Will you please? I beg of you. Please, come on. Do it. Now, does this weapon remind you of something? Well, it's the saber. Both are good for dealing consistent damage to zombies. The only difference is that the spade deals more damage than a long blade known for its history of warfare. Now, you are probably thinking that this might be a well-rounded weapon, but it is situational for a reason. One of the biggest downside of the spade compared to its super melee contemporaries is it doesn't shove, and that is a huge deal. For the shove is the supper's second strongest gimmick. You can stall zombies, which can help your team from being crowded, or to parry a zapper. But for me, that is a good trade for players who doesn't really care about shoving or just wants a long-lasting wall. However, if you are good at the shove, the effect is noticeable. The entrenched mechanic is just not that prevalent. Not to mention that the spade sometimes has a hard time entrenching. You need a barricade to entrench, but the shove can be used anywhere and anytime. But still, the entrenched mechanic is still a good trade that you should capitalize on. Plus, the spade is a support item that gets stronger the more sappers there are. And it is kinda fun using it as well. If you haven't used this, you are seriously missing out to one of Sapper's fun mechanic. Now, let's talk synergies. If you are thinking about benefiting your team instead of personal preference, first off, Godspeed. If you are the only sapper, just use the axe or the pickaxe. The shove is just so useful. However, if there's already a sapper with either of those two weapons equipped, then sure, go use the spade. However, stacking spades is a terrible idea, since you could have done more crowd control with the axe or the pickaxe. Now, the best game mode or map parts to use the spade is on objective maps with a long preparation time and with an upcoming horde, which is kind of rare. but it does happen. It could also be helpful in holdout for that same reason. It's good on endless for a long-standing wall is good on a long-standing map. However, you do not need to entrench everything, especially if the part of the objective map is short. In fact, you are better off applying the stakes on those areas. Yes, it cannot be entrenched, but damaging the zombies with the stakes and trusting them is actually really effective and faster. Now for loadouts. Every loadout is fine, depending on the situation you struggle with, or if you want more efficiency on some parts, even the engineer armor. But anyway, the spade is fine. I like it. Just so situational for a class where crowd control is the most needed. If I would rework it, I'd make it allow you to entrench anywhere and make the upswing actually stun, so I could parry zappers. But what do you guys think? Is it trash? Is it good? Or is it mediocre? Tell me. Anyway, this is the end. Farewell. Now, am I forgetting something? Never mind.